Hello everyone, sorry this is late. It was my birthday weekend, so I just didn't have time to upload it and edit it like I normally do. This was last week's my fall plan, and this free printable is in my last video if you want to check that out. And this week it is not going to be a free printable because I got the graphics, like the patterns. I bought them off of Clipart on Etsy. I'll leave her shop below if you're interested. But they look like this. There's lime green check boxes. I just used like purple, orange, and black. And I think that they turned out really, really cute, and I'm really excited to use them. And I'm filming this in a very, very small place where my cat normally likes to sit, so that was her. And I was trying to decide which of these I'm going to use, and I chose the Happy Halloween. You can get these for $1 at Michael's, like $1, people. So I knew I wanted to do a Halloween theme, so I figured I would use those. So let's get started. And I already chose my washi tape. I'm using this green like chevron one, and the orange one that you'll see on the side once I fast forward all of this, my cat decided to chew on. Is anyone else's cat obsessed with washi tape, or is it just mine? And this is what it looks like when it's all complete. And I wanted to mention I am filming in a new spot, like I said, where my cat enjoys perching. It's a bay window, so I have not a lot of room. I don't know if this works out better. I think it's a little bit brighter because it's against the white. Let me know what you guys think about this setup. I can't really help the shadow that my tripod creates, but maybe sometimes I can film here if the lighting is good enough. But anyways, I am putting on my heart checklists, and I really, really love this lime green color, and I put them on the top of every single day. And then I'm going to put on my morning, day, and night headers. The top ones I always just put to do down. And I always make like to clean, mail, to call, to buy, if I want to use them in other boxes later on. But I for sure always use the to-do ones. And for this plan with me, I made the headers a different color than my checklist, which I think turn out cuter. Then once all of those are added, on to my favorite part that I always make the whole theme about, adding my little decorative middle boxes. I love these boxes, and again, the like design scrapbook paper is from, I think, JessicaSawyerDesigns. Regardless, I will put her Etsy below, and she is super, super, super cute, affordable backgrounds and clip art, so if you are in the market for some, I would highly suggest hers. I kind of just make each of these a little bit bigger, enough to cover the header and the box, and then I can add whatever I want in the middle of them later on. And then, just like last week, I didn't make enough for every single day, so knowing that I have a couple packages coming like every other week, I decided to make this one mail. I do kind of regret this though, because you only have one checkbox, so there's only so many things you can write in here, and it turns out I have more mail than I typically do in a week, I would say. So kind of bummed out I used that, but whatever. Then with the extra washi strips that I make, I cover up the night. I never really use the morning, day, and night, so I would just cover them up. And I just ordered my new Erin Condren, and I know those are gone, which I am pretty excited about. So then once I have all of my headers covered, JK, I don't have all of them covered. I am still going to cover more eventually once I notice, but I'm putting down my weekend banner. And this one I chose purple and black. I did a different font, but I like it for this theme since it's kind of like Halloweenish, but I didn't love the fonts. And then I'm going to put down all of my hydrate stickers right at the bottom below the box. And then I'm going to continue to not cover up the extra 2 nights, and do my sidebar. I was going to put down my protein and carbs, but I actually saved that for last. And I started working on my daily habits bar. This is one of my favorite stickers I've ever made because it is probably one of my most helpful ones. It's just like a daily reminder to do something, and you can write in whatever you want to remember to do every single day. And then I filled up the rest of this bar with the washi tape to tie it together with a theme. I really liked last week's where I put all the macros down at the bottom, but I had pre-made this layout knowing I'd be busy for my birthday. So it still has protein, carbs, and fat, which I do still plan on tracking, but I liked it just being pushed away in the corner. And then I feel like I kind of utilized that sidebar a little bit more. I was able to kind of decorate the sidebar a little bit more this week, so I'm still happy with how it came out. And it's still technically how I plan, but that's what I hate about making layouts a little bit early, because I feel like you always change how you plan and how you like things. That's why I never write things in advance, but it is what it is. And then I wanted to use the Happy Halloween booklets, and I was just kind of looking through and decided eventually on the Dracula, and you're going to see in this video, I'll probably cut a lot of it out because I don't really think it's worth showing. This book was literally crap to get out. There were certain sheets that were impossible. Like, I ripped out this guy first, and I ripped off his head, and then I just gave up and used another guy. Thankfully, it's only $1, so I'm not too worried about it, and you get duplicates of the stickers, but I was having a little bit of trouble with this one. I kid you not, like 5 minutes later, I finally got this guy off, and I decided to put him in the corner. And then there was a little bit of extra space, so I put some potion bottles right down there just to add a little bit more fun to it. And I added a little candy corn down there, and I wanted to put something in this box, and I knew I could cover up the night as well. And I really wanted to use this haunted house sticker. I thought it was super cute. Probably could have put that one in the corner too as well, but I put it in the box. And I almost put it on the wrong one, and then I realized it. It's all good, guys. It's all good. And I know this is a little bit early since it's Halloween, but hopefully it'll give you guys some inspiration for a holiday layout. And next I'm going to use these label boxes, which every week I find myself wanting to use this more and more and more. And I put this for where my birthday is, and I'm super embarrassed because this is literally my 24th birthday, and I put a mailbox on my birthday. So I couldn't decorate it exactly like I wanted to. Whatever, it is what it is. But I just kind of wrote cutely my 24th birthday. I just went out to the melting pot this night with my boyfriend, and it was a really, really great night, and he got me a Kate Spade Lucky Cats, the Tokyo collection one, so just had to brag about that for a second. I'm so thankful, and it was a really good night, and that's how I decorated my birthday. I'm kind of embarrassed. But anyways, I spent that whole time trying to find a cat sticker, because I love cats, and who would have known that I ended up getting a cat Kate Spade purse that night. But I knew I wanted to put it on my birthday to decorate it. I was going to put it right on my birthday, but I thought it kind of cluttered it, so I put it up in the corner just to make that day a little bit cuter. And then I pulled out a little sampler from KeenaPrints and put this cute little cupcake on my birthday. Then next I knew that I wanted to mark my Friday, since I always get a treat on Friday. Fun fact, if I didn't already say that, this was the very first stickers that I cut in my silhouette that actually worked. I probably should have framed that. It was such an accomplishment at the time. I wrote in all of my mail, and then I was like, determined not to forget to use my Libbie&Co stickers. So I chose which one I wanted to use for payday. Even though I knew there was like a lot of green in it, I just felt like the green would look best against the black. And turns out none of the other Libbie&Co stickers that I own worked. So I didn't end up using any more, but in case you didn't know already, I freaking love everything Libbie&Co. Then I went to grab my plan stickers from AshleighDesigns. I believe that's how it's spelled. Regardless, I will link it below. And hopefully this next weekend, I will definitely be able to edit, plan, and upload right away. And I was looking for birthday stickers, and I thought about adding them. These are like my only Scribble Prints Co. stickers I own besides rainbow boxes, but I decided against it. And then I wrote in everything in my daily habits and added this really cute witch with a cat riding in the back. Super adorable. I wish it didn't have a purple background, but whatever. And this is me trying to peel off candy corns because I put them in between every day, and I ripped like 5 of them. So definitely grab your scissors if you are finding an issue like this, and then rip off what you can and then put in what you can. I ended up putting them in between every single day. It was quite a struggle, but totally cute and worth it in the end. I added all my protein, carbs, and fat stickers at the bottom. I wish that they were gratitude stickers so much. I really enjoyed writing stuff that I was thankful for every day, but it is what it is. And then I put all my little shows down and used the Peacefulminddesign stickers and put them in the label boxes. I missed all my shows last week, so I have a lot to catch up on this week. The Teen Mom reunion, Are You the One, which I really need to catch up on, and The Real Housewives of Orange County. And I know I watch the trashiest TV ever, but I just like mindless TV. So then I wanted to add a few more details from this. I knew that I probably would add more throughout the week. So if you're interested in seeing what that looks like, then follow me on my Instagram. I will leave the link below. And I always show you guys the beginning of each plan with me, kind of how the last week turned out. But just in case you wanted to see more. I just ended up adding these little pumpkin guys to the weekend, and that pretty much finishes the planner spread. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up. I always kind of know you guys like it by the amount of thumbs up that I get. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!